Hi guys, welcome to our review of the FS T15 Scout. This is First Strike, formerly Tiberius, Guerrilla Air's sort of step into the bolt action paintball sniper market. I say market, there's only two other rifles in there. So there's three now, and we're going to look at the Scout and see what change that'll bring. It's a closed bolt system, so I'm expecting this to be crazy consistent. So I'm expecting it in the hands of someone who can actually shoot and aim and hit the target to be hitting the target every time. That isn't me, as you'll probably find out later on in this video. So it comes in a nice box, nothing spectacular, very well packaged. So that's the Scout straight out of the box. Comes with a barrel already fitted in it. Unlike the T15, this doesn't have a hopper adapter. You can't use this with a gravity fed hopper. It is mag fed only. And then you've got your accessories here with all the usual stuff, toolkit, O-rings, fairly basic, but then it's a fairly straightforward paintball gun to work on. So I quite like that you don't need a lot of fuss coming with it. Well laid out manual, everything's up to date as you'd expect it to be, because it's a fairly new marker. It's not new, but it is fairly new. And you get two First Strike ready T15 mags there as well. You also get my favourite, everyone's favourite 13CI, the FS. It's called a Cadet now. Used to be Guerrilla Air's 13CI. Great little regulator on there, or regulator. So it's the Hero Reg. It's adjustable. You can adjust the position, increase or decrease the output pressure from, I think, as low as 200 to as much as 1,000. You do need to change the springs in that. Really easy to do. You just take the top hat off. And anyway, and we're not going to go into huge detail about the tank, but worth noting, it's worth a fair few quid or dollars, the First Strike Cadet. Not a cheap tank. Also similar, same stock as what you find in the T15 now. It's this free floating M4 style stock, and the guide bar it comes with basically glues to the tank. So rather than the guide bar being attached to the gun that you'll find in most magfed guns that are powered with 13CI tank, it is just stuck to the bottle. And these are cross compatible across anything that can take a 13CI. So you may have an airsoft gun, you may have a BB gun that is cross compatible if it takes a 13CI tank. So we did some shooting at a distance of about 75 feet using First Strikes. We didn't use paint because, I mean, this really is designed to fire First Strikes. If you're buying it, then I expect you're someone who's planning to use these. And if you've never seen a First Strike before, if you're new to paintball, then First Strike, just really simple. It's just kind of half paintball, half shuttlecock. In the US, you've got sort of less lethal rounds based on these. These aren't less lethal. They're obviously safe for using with paintball, tested to all the same standards as a paintball's tested to. Just flies further and flies straighter. Yeah, just great fun. I mean, when you're playing paintball and these are whistling past your head, there's something exciting about that. Now the stock barrel it comes with, it was really quite consistent. It shot quite well. I think stock barrel wise, usually most stock barrels you chuck them in the bin and you buy something else, but you could live with this. I would say if you are using First Strikes, because these ain't cheap, if you are using First Strikes, then it's definitely worth investing in an aftermarket barrel, and we've got one here. So First Strike, working with Lapco, have developed this barrel that fits both the Scout and the T15. They've kind of, Tiberius, First Strike have stuck with old style twist and lock barrel system, sort of harks back to the golden age, and in there are the detents. The breech as well as the barrel. You can get other barrel systems, so the Hammerhead and the Nemesis both make really good First Strike ready barrels, but you will need an adapter, whereas this one is already fitted. Well, it's not fitted, it's manufactured like that. So that screws in. You can see it's the right way around because it's in the breech. And when we fitted this and we shot this, this was crazy consistent. I mean, we weren't missing the target with this, but this was much tighter to the target. It was the consistency over the chrono. You know, we were talking 1 or 2 variants. There was a couple of outliers, sort of rogues, if you like, but consistency-wise, it was shooting really, really nicely. You really do have to be intentional with the bolt action. I really found that if you're a bit gentle, if you're a bit limp-wristed, like I was when I started shooting this, you really need to get over that, because that has to be, it has to be quite intentional. You have to, you know, it's not a gently operation. Now, like I said before, it's from a closed bolt. You've got nothing, no air coming back to reset the striker, so everything's going forward, and it's now based on Nelson technology, which when you look in the past was what all the pumps used, and the pumps were crazy accurate. And you might be saying, well, why did they change? Well, you know, volume by accuracy. You know, if you can shoot 100 rounds in 20-30 seconds, you're likely going to hit more than you are if you can only shoot 1 or 2. But this is crazy consistent, really, really nice shooting rifle. You know, it's not like the T15 because of that blowback and because of the weight. You get a lot of kickback. This is just smooth. The only one thing I would say is this, you get quite a lot of movement on the barrel. So you wouldn't want to be leaning up against anything. I think there's probably a fix for that. I mean, you probably could just get a fit in that would fit around the barrel and secure it, or drill some grub screws top and bottom. But there's probably a much better fix coming to the market soon. Other accessories for it, other than the barrel, there isn't really a huge amount. Obviously, you want scopes, you want risers when you're firing first strike. It will take the other magazines, the other T15 mags. So if you really want to, you can have a bolt action with a 30-round magazine in it. I'm not sure why you'd want to, but you might. And also, this is a little bit more sensible, is your standard 20-round. Again, these magazines, they're toolless, so you don't need any tools to take them apart. Really easy to load. Let's take one of the 10-rounders. One I prepared earlier. Windy. When will it end? There we go. You don't want to over tighten these. It's difficult to, but you know, I know there's some gorillas out there that manage to break everything, so just be careful when you're winding these. And then love these new detents, and you simply just pull that back, goes in there. Really, really, really easy to load first strikes. Just like that, goes in the mag, that clip activates the follower, up they come into the breech, and you're ready to snipe. So anyway, guys, just thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please give us a like, and if you want to see more like this, then please subscribe and sign up for notifications. All right, thank you. Bye now.